Hi, it's Ebony from Magnetic Business Development. I just want to tell you today about how to make the most out of your business development phone calls and how to get the most out of your new business opportunities. We are all really busy, so one of the things that happens with business owners is that new business prospecting gets put to the bottom of the pile, and so that's why we're here. Every week we represent our clients, making phone calls on their behalf to highly targeted list of prospects that we've agreed with them, and every single phone call gets followed up with an email. Even if the person isn't around, we'll always follow up with an email. I just want to give you a few quick tips on what to do to make the most out of your phone calls. So if you're on the phone, if you're a managing director that is making those calls, or if you are a business development person making those calls. So first of all, every good business development person knows that you need to set aside time every week diligently to make those phone calls. So clear your diary at least one day a week. If you can't manage one full day, then set aside at least 2 half days for actually getting on the phones and sending out emails and ringing people to introduce your services. Secondly, make sure you've strategically identified your target audience. So make sure you've got a good prospect list. So what industry sector are you going for? What have you identified the needs that you're fulfilling, and to make sure that they are aligned to the people that you're calling, so that they are likely to have a genuine need for your product or service. Make sure that you know your product or service inside out. So obviously do your homework on the company that you're representing, or make sure you know your product or service very well and that you know all of the key selling points of it. Do your research on your prospect. You know, with today's access to data and that sort of thing, there's really no excuse for not knowing who you're ringing, knowing a name, knowing what their role is, and understanding their job description and that sort of thing. So you should, as well as being able to get phone numbers, you should always be able to know the person you're ringing as well by name. So that's a key thing, because then obviously you can get past the gatekeeper far more easily as well. Then also, something that I always say to the team is to think positively. So that makes a really big difference, and also to smile when you pick up the phone, and believe me, that actually makes a really big difference too. No one wants to hear a moany or a whingy voice at the other end of the line. And really importantly is to have a script. Write a script that's going to bring all of the key selling points right to the front, and make sure that it is really clear and concise. You've literally got a very small window of opportunity at the beginning of a phone call to deliver your pitch. So make sure that your script is nice and concise and very clear. Be charismatic and engaging as well on the phone. Do what you say you're going to do. So if you say you're going to ring someone, ring them. If you say I'm going to ring you on Tuesday at 3 o'clock, make sure you do that. If you say you're going to send an introductory email, send it. Combine phone calls with emails. We always do that. And ask for the meeting. You'll be surprised. You know, a lot of people, if you just ask for the meeting, quite often people will say yes, as long as you know your targeting is right and what you're offering is relevant. Then people will say yes. Finally, make comprehensive notes on the call, so that you know the following week what was said, and so that you can have a nice intelligent conversation with the person. Anyway, have a great day. Cheers, bye.